Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. A bill creating a pilot project labor agreement passed in the County Council today. The vote was 9-1 in favor of passage. The PLA establishes a project labor agreement for 2 contracts with the Department of Public Works and Transportation. Supporters say it will create entry-level positions for county residents. Opponents disagree.
The county wants to move the county workforce forward to provide the best opportunities, and I think they see this bill as one step to show that it can be done. It's a way to bring in gradually non-union contractors who may not understand unionization and how that would work and benefit them, to show that it can work. It's not going to hamstring them in how they run their business.
So it's not going to achieve the desired effect of the bill, and they kept referencing that they're trying to hire entry-level positions on these contracts and trying to have the contractors employ residents of Prince George's County to perform the work. And the current contractors that are doing the work all have a majority of employees that are residents of Prince George's County. The majority of the contractors are already MBE and county-based small businesses. So the bill is trying to promote what's already enacted and what's already in place.
Meantime, at-large Councilman Mel Franklin is scheduled to host an advisory neighborhood community meeting tomorrow. On the agenda is an update on the P3 agreement to build new schools in the county. It's set for tomorrow night at 6:30 at the Greenbelt Library Auditorium. Meantime, some Prince George's County Council members are calling for an investigation into school construction spending. Members of the council's Education and Workforce Development Committee are asking for the State Inspector General to step in and investigate alleged out-of-control spending. This after 2 whistleblowers informed committee members about what may be unexplained inflated costs to build schools in the county.
Appears to be a massive a waste of money, and that money could be used to do additional projects to help our students. And so we are doing our oversight function and requesting an investigation into this matter. Based on the presentation, looks like we're talking tens of millions, if not more, and so it's so important that we get an outside independent investigation to inform our work.
A spokesperson for the school district says it will take up the matter directly with the council chair. Well, there are currently 3 members of a search committee working to choose the next leader of the Prince George's school system. But one state lawmaker wants to alter that method. Senator Alonzo Washington plans to submit a late file bill in the county's delegation meeting later this week. The measure would change the composition, qualifications, and method for selecting the search committee for the next CEO.
There's a 3-member panel that's created to select a new superintendent. That 3-member panel is appointed by 2 people who do not live in Prince George's County. That is our governor, and that's also our state superintendent or school board, who do not live in the county at all. And our county executive gets the 3rd appointment. Right now, we will remove those 2 individuals from the appointment process and have only our county executive appoint the selection of those members to those boards, and require them to actually live in Prince George's County and to have an education or fiscal background.
And the bill, PG 50323, goes before the county delegation Friday morning. Current CEO, Dr. Monica Goldson, plans to retire at the end of the school year. Well, one Maryland lawmaker is calling the Trans Health Equality Act a health care issue. During a press conference in Annapolis today, Senator Mary Washington of Baltimore threw her full support behind Senate Bill 460. The measure would require the Maryland Medical Assistance Program to provide gender-affirming treatment in a non-discriminatory way. LGBTQ plus advocates and supporters say the bill would help trans people in Maryland get the necessary health care they need.
We know that we have to make investments to improve the healthcare system. Ensuring that there's no discrimination against the LGBTQ community is good in employment and accommodation, but now we have to take the next step to ensure that there's equal access to healthcare.
The bill has been cross-filed in the House. A Senate hearing on the legislation is set for February 28th. Well, a house fire in Clinton has left one person dead and 2 others injured. It happened in the 8400 block of Schultz Road about 10:30 last night. 2 people were rescued from the burning building and taken to a nearby hospital, one suffering from life-threatening injuries. After the fire was extinguished, a man was found in the home. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Funeral services were held today for Metro worker Robert Cunningham. He was shot and killed trying to protect a woman at the Potomac Metro station on February 1st. 3 others were injured by a gunman in the incident. The funeral procession stopped by the Potomac station today. From there, family and friends walked about 3 blocks to Congressional Cemetery for a final service. Cunningham was 64 years old. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Coming up, an exciting discovery on the plantation where Harriet Tubman grew up. That story and more when we return.
In America, 1 in 7 kids lives with hunger. What? America? Like amber waves of grain America? Let's fix this. It's time to turn up to end childhood hunger in America. Warner Brothers Discovery and No Kid Hungry and you. For every $1 you donate, we can provide up to 10 meals. That's bananas. We've got the recipe to end hunger. Visit turnup.org to take action.
Welcome back. Well, police are investigating a fatal shooting in Capitol Heights. It happened just before 5 last night. Officers responded to a call about a shooting at the Ritchie Station Marketplace in the 1800 block of Ritchie Station Court. Investigators have not released any information about the victim. If you have any information about the incident, please contact police. The state's COVID-19 cases continue to trend upward. The Maryland Health Department reports 720 new coronavirus cases. The county's positivity rate is 10.47%. An additional 26 Marylanders have died from COVID. Currently, 4 residents are hospitalized with the virus. Maryland archaeologists uncover West African religious artifacts at the site of the old Thompson Farm in Dorchester County. That's the site where famed abolitionist Harriet Tubman was born into slavery in 1822. The artifacts were found in the ruins of an enslaved overseer's house not far from where Tubman's father, Ben Ross, lived. They discovered items like glass to reflect spirits, a round button, red and blue items, and metal nails. Officials say that similar discoveries have been made by archaeologists in Annapolis. And still to come here on CTV News tonight, a taste of Hollywood in Prince George's. We'll explain right after the break. Stay with us.
Simon Bucks here, and coming up in a bit, the Wizards fall to the Warriors last night, and the PGCC men's basketball team add another game to their win column. Don't go anywhere.
Our love knows no limits, to infinity and beyond, it's endless. Yeah, we've been through the rain, even the fire, now it's purified. That's how I know that our love will survive. Forever young, hey. Forever young, real love, forever young.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, Hollywood was in town last night. Deb Gibson's Films, a brother-sister production company with roots here in the DMV, brought all the fanfare out to launch the return of their popular show, Double Cross.
Well, Patty, the #1 hit series is back, Double Cross. I'm here at the Bowie Performing Arts, where the cast and crew are here for the 4th season premiere. Now, you might be wondering why Bowie, Maryland. Well, let me tell you, the creator, executive producer, and a lot of the cast and crew are from the DMV area.
We're the top show on the network for 3 years in a row. We have incredible numbers, and I wanted everybody to know back home that it's back home people, you know, who's doing it. It's my homegrown friends and family who's doing it. I have a lot of my family, my sister and I are partner. We do everything. We hire family, friends, and people who I remember back in high school, and I gave them a shot, and we all give them that shot. And so about 80% of our production are from this area.
We came into this world together. We're gonna leave together. Wake up!
The main roles are in LA, Atlanta, New York, so it's basically giving exposure to the DMV because there's talent right here. There's so much talent, and so I'm glad that we're on the map,
Even though I'm on this big screen with them, I was already acting, but I think it's just good to start somewhere, wherever you have an opportunity, and just find where you fit in, get in where you fit in, and you never know when your opportunity is going to come. And for me, it came in season 4.
Well, there you go. Season 4 is promised to be just as exciting as the past 3 seasons. You can catch Double Cross on All Black TV Network this Thursday at 12 noon. Back to you in the studio.
The Washington Wizards were in San Francisco last night as they went up against the Golden State Warriors. But they weren't able to come away with a win as they were beaten 135 to 126. This is the 3rd loss the Wizards have had in their last 5 games. The Warriors taking momentum in the second quarter of the game, and the high volume of turnovers committed by the Wizards played a big part in the defeat.
What I thought in the second quarter really is where they kind of created some separation. It was a 42-point quarter. They got rolling offensively. We turned the ball over a handful of times, and I thought that gave them life. And that it's a very difficult thing once that team sees the ball go in. Obviously 20 for 40 from the 3-point line is a heck of a night. But when 10 of those are coming from the bench, it's somewhat unanticipated.
The Wizards will continue their Western Conference road trip as they face the Portland Trail Blazers tonight at 10 o'clock. And moving on to college hoops, the PGCC men's basketball team moved to a dominant record of 23-3 on the year as they took down Hagerstown Community College last night, 76-72. And finally, the Georgetown men's basketball team will play against Seton Hall tonight at 6 o'clock. And that is your Tuesday Sports Page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
And thanks, Simon, for that report. We're turning now to your weather forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy with lows around 46 degrees. Wednesday, cloudy and warmer, highs near 69. And Thursday, rain likely with highs reaching 70 degrees. Friday, breezy with rain continues, highs in the 50s. And that's CTV News for now. I'm Patricia Vallone. Join us again tomorrow. Have a great evening.
Brussels sprouts, Buckley's, macaroni and cheese.
Dosa, you could think of it as an Indian quesadilla.
Hot chicken, enchiladas, and tomatoes.
When you wake up, you eat breakfast and that kind of gets your mind started. Lunch helps you push through the rest of the day into a dinner.
People want to treat me, I'm like, nah, I have the best one.
You can have breakfast for dinner, you can have lunch for dinner, or like dinner, I guess.
Invent a new food, mega cheese.
Watch this.
Watch this. K, kangaroo.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Food is awesome. Food has no rules.
Food is power.
No Kid Hungry is ending childhood hunger by making sure every kid gets 3 meals a day.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.